In this video, I want to talk about the 3 sleep positions that you should be avoiding that lots of people do. So if you suffer with neck pain, shoulder pain, lower back pain when you wake up, then this is the video for you. So let's go. Thanks for checking out the channel. My name's John. I'm head therapist at Jon W Sports Injury. This channel, we want to do 3 simple things for you. We want to help you understand your body so you can get rid of pain and weakness, strive forward and hit your health, well-being goals. So what we want to talk about, these 3 sleep positions that I see lots of people doing but might be hindering you and causing you pain in the mornings and beyond. So let's kick off first of all with the pillow position, or the comfy pillow neck tilter as I call it. Now, why is this problem? We all like comfy pillows. Perhaps we like having multiple pillows to feel really snuggly when we get into bed. But the problem that can happen here is that this can leave our neck in an unnatural position. So with my pillows too high, I create this tilt, if you like, at the neck. Now, if I exaggerate that position, what's happening here is I'm getting some shortened muscles in here, some lengthened muscles on this side of my neck. Ultimately, being sat in that position for 7 or 8 hours can perhaps lead to neck soreness, neck tightness, neck pain. So what do we need to do? Take those pillows out. If we take those pillows out, well, now we get the problem going the other way. That's not the solution, because what I've got here is a neck tilt going the other way, this side now being shortened, this side being lengthened. So what we need to find is the perfect pillow position to allow us to keep our neck in a relaxed position. So if we take me laying on my side here, I want my neck not to be tilted this way, not to be tilted this way, but just to be coming to this relaxed position. So if I start with one pillow, and then consider how that feels. Much more comfortable. I would say in this bed, I'm having a slight tilt that way, down into the pillow. But by bringing the second one in, that makes it too big. But if I try with this one, which is a slightly fluffier pillow, I then get that nice, relaxed, balanced neck position. So that's what I'm looking to achieve, is this neck in an even state. Second position we want to talk about is related to our arm position. Now, lots of people say to me that they like to sleep with their arms up, whether they jam it under the pillow, whether they lay on their hand, lift their arms above themselves. That's a common one to happen. Why is this a problem? Well, this can lead to shoulder pain, and let me explain why. In our shoulder joint, we have what we call our subacromial space in here. So the shoulder is made up of a ball sitting into a socket. Now, there's a space for all the muscles of the shoulder and neck, the tendons and the nerves to run through that space that we call our subacromial space. But what we know is as we lift that arm, we close up that space. So if I lay and elevate my arm and close up that space and leave that for 7-8 hours, that can cause me a lot of shoulder pain and a lot of strain on those muscles in the area. So what we want to be doing when we sleep is, one, finding a comfortable neck position, and then keeping our arms relaxed down by our side where possible, so that we're not closing up that space and causing that unnecessary strain. No matter how comfortable that might initially feel, that's not going to be the benefit for our long-term sleep. And the third and final position is what I call the knee tucker. These are people that really like to lift their knees up when they sleep. Why is this a problem? Surely that feels nice and cuddly and things and protective for our body. Well, what's happening here is that we're tightening up an important muscle called our hip flexors. Our hip flexors lift our knee, lift our knee above our hip joint, and that's where we hit a problem. If we take our knee joint above 90 degrees, we really activate those hip flexors. So if I take that knee beyond that position and tuck myself up here and then sit in this position, or lay, I should say, for 7 to 8 hours, that's going to make those hip flexors tight. Why is that a problem? Well, what do your hip flexors attach onto becomes relevant here. And this is where our hip flexors actually attach onto our lower back, our lumbar vertebrae. So if I lay in that position for 7-8 hours, that is effectively like pulling on my lower back, my lumbar vertebrae. So I therefore wake up with that lumbar vertebrae and that lower back feeling sore and achy. So again, we want to make sure that when we're sleeping, that we're keeping those knees below our hips in a more relaxed position, so that our hip flexors are not getting too tight. So ultimately, once we get our neck in a good position, we get our arms as close down to our side as comfortable, and we keep our knee below our hip joint so that that's in a more relaxed position at those hip flexors. That ergonomically is allowing us to have a better night's sleep. Now, whenever I'm discussing sleep, I always say that it is tricky to give the perfect sleep position because we need to try and make ourselves comfortable, and it's very individual liking, if you like, of going to sleep. But ultimately, these are some of the key points that I'm seeing commonly from people in clinic when we discuss their sleep patterns that people like to adopt that might be leaving some of your muscles in either a shortened or lengthened state for an extended period of time. And either of these things we don't want to be doing. So has that been helpful for you? If any of those things are things that you currently do, but now you're not going to do, or at least try out to see if that makes you more comfortable, you can do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, because if it's helping you, that'll help YouTube show it to others. And if you've got any other ways that you sleep that you think might be problematic, or any other tips, please do drop me a comment below. I love to read all of those comments and I will come back to you on those. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe so we can see you on our next video, and I will see you there.